All right, guys, now we've got another Asteroids original, 1979 Atari. One of the biggest games for Atari, probably, in their history as far as production, for sure. Great game. This is a project. It is complete, and it's actually in pretty good shape. I've been selling an Asteroids, I think, in each of the auctions, just because I've got a bunch of them that I don't need. And I've been selling the worst ones first, so this one is actually starting to get a lot nicer than some of the previous ones. It still looks like it did get wet, maybe on the bottom 4 inches at some point in its life, but it's nice and solid. It's not falling apart, and the water damage seems minimal to me, even when you look in the back here. Let me get my flashlight. Oh, great, my battery's almost dead. Oh, and there's a bunch of coins in there, too. Probably tokens. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. I really need a new battery in this flashlight. Does this camera have a flash? Let me try to turn it on the camera. Not available while using ultra-wide lens. Okay. But yeah, here, let me just shine in closer. There we go. Yeah, see, if it did get wet, it didn't get, like soaked or anything, because that's all in really good shape in there. Lots of coins in there, but some rust on the power brick. The board's actually marked good. You know, I haven't plugged this in. I suppose I will. I just have no confidence that it'll work. But let's plug her in and see if we're surprised. I was just going to sell this as a project, but maybe we'll get lucky. All right. Let's see what happens here. So does the cord actually, looks like the cord does actually go to the power brick, and that is plugged in. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, there, I got the plug in. Now, let's pull the interlock out, and while we do that, we'll watch and see if yeah, that board looks pretty dirty. See if the light lights up on the deflection board. Okay, nothing, so let's try the power switch. Nothing. Does it? Oh, it's missing the main fuse there. Okay. All right, well, it's another one, just like the Asteroids Deluxe. Somebody stole the fuse. That happens a lot on these because those fuses are kind of hard to get your hands on, those old-fashioned screw-in fuses. I've stolen a few myself over the years from parts games. So you're going to need to replace that fuse holder, and then you can test it. But I mean, the board is marked working, but I still am very skeptical. I would definitely assume that this is a non-working game and it's going to need some repair. But miracles do happen. Let's see. Condition-wise, the marquee looks to be perfect from what I can see. The bezel looks excellent, and that's an early bezel. The early bezels had yellow instructions and white point things, so that's a real early bezel. But it doesn't have the early eagle eye coin door, or owl eye coin door. Control panel looks a little bit rough to me, but they do make overlays. You can get new buttons. Metal-wise, it's not all bent up or anything, so just put an overlay on it, you'll be good. The monitor itself, gosh, I don't see any burn on that tube. That is remarkable. I don't know if I've seen a black and white vector tube without any burn like that. That's incredible. The paper bezel actually looks decent behind it, although they do sell reproductions of that now, which are pretty vibrant. But there you go. There's no back door for it. I ran out of Asteroids back doors a long time ago, unfortunately. And that's about all I know to say. Definitely a valid restoration candidate, just because the cabinet's in such good shape. The artwork is really nice. Very few flaws. There are some, but boy, it's pretty nice. It's definitely the nicest one I've sold. So get it while it lasts.